How's it going, YouTube, and welcome back to the Grid. And I'm your host, Cardfight Grid. And today I have an amazing deck profile for you guys. I'm about to show you guys my friend's Undead deck. And as you see, if you have seen in my videos, I already posted up a match of it. It's a pretty fun deck, very budget friendly. And yeah, let's get into it. But before I do, please, it'll help me a lot if you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video to whoever is trying to get into Digimon, or even people that have been in the game already. I very much appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. And with all that said, let's get into it. So let's start off with the Digitama, and we're gonna go ahead and run 4 Demimeramon. This is on deletion, draw a card and trash a card from hand. You're really trying to fill up your trash as much as possible, or at least with certain cards that you want to Digivolve into. So Demimeramon's the best Digitama for that. So we run 4 of him. And then for our 5th one, we run Demimeramon. And this is the one that once per turn, when a card is trashed from your deck, you can draw a card. And so we do mill sometimes, and yeah, and the draw is nice just to keep on plussing our hand. So we run 1 of him. And then for our level 3s, let's go ahead and start off with 2 Gazimon. This is a memory blocker. It really does help a lot against certain matchups. A lot of people forget that memory blockers are in the game still, or a lot of people just don't play them anymore, so it's really nice to run it as a 2 of at least. So we run it at 2. And then for our next one, we run 3. I lied. 3 Gabumon. This is the on deletion inherit skill to draw 2 and trash 1 from hand, which is really nice. Like I said, you just want to plus your hand and also trash the certain cards that you do want to trash so you can Digivolve into. So we run him at 3. And then we run 3 more Gabumon. This is the one that has an inherit that says when attacking, draw a card, and then you can trash a card from your hand. So like I said, keep on drawing, keep on trashing is the main thing about this deck that you want to do. So we focus on that very much. 3, and then we also run 4 Dracmon. This is a very much needed in the deck. It has the on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, trash 1 card with Undead or Dark Animal and its traits among them, and add 1 card with Undead or Dark Animal and its traits among them from your to your hand, and place the rest up on the deck. It also has the inherit skill that this Digimon can Digivolve into a Digimon card with Undead or Dark Animal and its traits from your trash for its Digi-Evolution cost. So if you do activate his on play, and let's say you have one of your Digimon in play that has a Demimeramon inherit skill that says whenever you trash a card from your deck, draw a card, this does not count. Just because when you reveal it, it's in a different zone. It's kind of weird, but we kind of did look up the ruling, and yeah, it doesn't count as trashing from deck when once it's revealed. So you do not get the draw off of it, which is sad. But this is a very much needed deck. Selective trashing is really good, and also Digivolving the inherit skill is really what you need it for too. So we run a whole play set of him. And that is it for our level 3s. And for our level 4s, we're going to go ahead and start off with 2 Black Gautamon. Black Gautamon has a inherit skill Retaliation, and also has a skill Rush. So it's really nice that you can bring this out with your level 6 sometimes and just get an extra swing in. And the Retaliation is also nice just because no one wants to swing into a Digimon with Retaliation. So we run 2 of. And then we also run 3 Dobermon. Dobermon has a skill when you would play this Digimon from your hand, reduce its play cost by 2 if you have Alice Mkoi in play, McCoy in play, and on deletion, trash the top 3 cards of your deck. Then return 1 purple Digimon card or 1 purple Tamer card from your trash to your hand, which is really good. You can return himself if you wanted to as well. So if you had like a board of like at least 2 or 3 level 3s, then you can just Digivolve on 1, swing, and trash the top 3, add Doberman back, Digivolve again, and if you can swing again, go ahead and you can continue as much as you can as long as you have the memory for it. So he's a really nice card to the deck. And he's also a Dark Animal. So we run him at 3. And then we run a whole playset of decks. Dorgamon. So this is one that has, when it's Digivolving onto a Dorgamon, it'll be for 0. And also he has, when Digivolving from trash, or when he's Digivolving, trash 1 card with Dex or Death X in its name or X antibody in its traits to gain a memory. And then he also has, when Digivolving, if this Digimon has Dorgamon and its de-evolutions, or if it was Digivolved from trash, you can give 1 your Digimon blocker and retaliation until the end of your opponent's turn, which is really nice. So he's one of our targets to Digivolve into. And we run him as a full playset. And then one of our main cards is that we run 4 Sanglomon. When it only has an inherit skill, when attacking, this Digimon can Digivolve into a Digimon card with Undead and Dark Animal in its traits from your trash for its de-evolution cost. So it's has the same inherit effect as Dracmon. And yeah, these inherit effects is really nice, just because a lot of times you're like in normal decks, you're trying to draw into your pieces what you need to Digivolve into. Well, this deck is totally different. You just want to trash cards that you do want to Digivolve into, because you can get into them. You can Digivolve into them with this card and also Dracmon, which is really nice. So whole playset is very much needed, and yeah, it would be nice if you had like a regular skill too, but we'll do with an inherit. And then for our level 5s, run a whole playset of Doragramon. Doragramon has, when Digivolving onto Doragramon, it'll only Digivolve for 1, and then also straighten that out for you. And then also, you may trash 1 card with Dex in its name, or with Dex or Death X in its name, or a card with X antibody in its traits to gain a memory. And then when Digivolving, if Doragramon is in your de-evolutions, or if it Digivolve from trash, you can delete 1 of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. So this is one of the other main cards that we'd like to Digivolve into from trash, which is really nice. Even though it's for 4, you can still discard an X antibody, which can be like a copy of itself to gain a memory. And it's not bad if you really need a pop. So it's the Dex package is pretty nice. It's yeah, so you do want to run it as a 4F. So got a whole playset. And then for our last level 5, we run 3 Matadormon. Matadormon is, when attacking, you may trash 1 card with Undead or Dark Animal in its traits from your hand to give this Digimon plus 3000 DP for the turn. And your turn, when this Digimon would Digivolve into a Digimon card from your trash, reduce the de-evolution cost by 1. So this card is very necessary for the deck. It's really nice. And also, believe it or not, I'm pretty sure most lists run a playset, which you don't really need to do, just because if you get into, we get into Dracmon pretty frequently, and then also we get into Globalmon pretty recently, so we can start Digivolving from trash. But if you have Dracmon in your evolutions, you can just Digivolve into this from trash and then just start moving up. The discarding skill, even though it's just plus 3000 DP, is actually very relevant, because when you do swing with it and you haven't been trashing too much from your hand, you can trash the card that you wanna Digivolve into, so whatever level 6 it may be. So whenever your Glowmon or your Dracmon and Herald skill kicks in, you can go ahead and Digivolve into what you wanted to. Ooh, sorry about that. What you wanted to Digivolve into. And also reducing it by 1 is actually kind of relevant. It's nice. Saving enemy memory is actually pretty good. And yeah, so we run them as a 3 of. You can go ahead and bump them up to 4 if you want, and then like into 3 Grandracmon. But so far, my friend's been telling me that he's been loving it at 3, and he has no need to be changing it, so keeps it at 3. And then for our level 6s, we run 1 Golfmon. Golfmon is a 4 cost to Digivolve into, and it has when Digivolving, all players trash cards from their hand until they have 5 cards left in their hand. And then on your turn, once per turn, when one of your effects trashes a card from your hand, you may unsuspend one of your Digimon, which is really nice. So that's this is one of the cards that allows you to multi-attack in this deck, but it's not really relied on too much, but it is nice to have that option, just because yeah, it's just restanding, getting the multiple attacks. Sometimes you're in that situation and you'd rather have it than not have it, so that's why he runs it at 1. And then also for our next level 6, and also he's a dark animal, which is relevant. Our next level 6, we run 2 Dorgormon. He Digivolves into Dorgormon for 2, and he also has, when Digivolving, if this Digimon has Dorgormon and its de-evolutions cards, or if it's Digivolving from trash, delete all your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level. That's super annoying. I played against this card personally several times, and yeah, that effect is super annoying that he can do that. So he, like, most of the time will just delete blockers and other small Digimon. And then he has an on deletion skill. You may play 1 purple or black level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. If you have 5 or more cards with Dex or Death X in its name in your trash, you may play 1 Death Xmon from your trash without paying for its memory cost instead. So if you have the money, yeah, you can play Death Xmon, but my friend did not want to do that, so he just plays it at 2. It's really nice on deletion to at least you have a body on board. And like I said, it is annoying going against this deck, just because when they're swinging with their level 5, well, once you see them in trash and you're going against them, you see they have all their level 6, so that means they have any option to go into it. It's not like most decks where if you see a certain level 6 in trash and you see a certain amount, like, you're like, okay, I see a whole playset, like, we're good, like, I don't have to deal with that Digimon anymore. That's not the case against this deck. You have to remember that they literally, their trash is their toolbox, and yeah, they can go into whichever level 6 they want. So it's super annoying, but yeah, that's why he runs it at 2, and it's pretty good. It's been working out. And then for our main level 6, he runs 3 Grandracmon. Grandracmon is a 4 cost to Digivolve into, and then also has when Digivolving, you may play 1 purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying its memory cost. At the end of the attack, once per turn, you may Digivolve one of your other Digimon into a Digimon card with Undead or Dark Animal in its traits from your trash without paying its memory cost. So this is a way that you can get into Godamon pretty easily, just because you can go ahead and go into any level 3 when Digivolving, and then you swing, and then at the end of the attack you can go ahead and Digivolve Black Godamon onto that level 3, because Black Godamon is a dark animal and it has Rush, so that's your additional attack, which is really nice. And also yeah, this is a main guy that we focus around. If you're going against this deck, handle this guy ASAP. If you do not, he will cause a lot of trouble for you, just because he will be Digivolving one of your opponent's Digimon for free, and that is super annoying that they just start gaining more and more board state throughout the whole game. So yeah, take care of them. But we run out of 3 And for the option cards, he runs one Death X Digi-Evolution. It's a 0 cost that says while you have a Digimon with X antibody and its traits in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. Also, main effect, you may Digivolve one your Digimon into a Digimon card with Dex or Death X in its card name from your trash for its memory cost. And then the security effect is add this card to the owner's hand. So this is basically a safety precaution for those games that you do not get Dracmon or the level 4, so you don't have the inherent skill to start Digivolving from trash. So yeah, this is your kind of like safety button in a sense. So what you don't need, you just need to run only one, which is a nice thing, and you can get away with the deck without running it at all, in my opinion. But my friend thinks one is needed, so we run it at 1. And then he also runs one Jack Raid, of course, 0 cost memory, 0 cost memory, yeah, 0 cost. Sorry about that. One Jack Raid, 0 cost, gain 1 memory for every 10 cards in trash, and then security effect, gain 2 memory. You fill up your trash pretty quick, so this will be always working. This will always be popping off for at least 2 to 3 memory, which is really nice. And then he also runs one Death Slinger, which is a 4 cost that says when this card is trashed from the deck, gain 1 memory. And also main effect, delete one of your opponent's level 4 Digimon. For every 10 cards in your trash, add 1 to the maximum level of the Digimon you chose with this effect. And security effect, activate this card's main effect, which is it's pretty nice. Most of the time you just pay 4 memory just to delete a level 6, because you'll get 20 in trash pretty quick with this deck. And so yeah, just run one of it. And then also we're running one Calling from the Darkness. Very good card. Every purple deck should be using this, or at least mostly every purple deck. 1 cost, main effect, delete one of your Digimon, then return 2 purple Digimon cards from your trash to your hand. Security effect, add this card to the owner's hand. Remember, you can also activate this card even if you don't have a Digimon to delete, and you still grab the 2 purple Digimon from trash to add to your hand. Very, very, very nice card. Like I said, every purple deck should be running this, so at least at 1. So we run it at 1. And then run 2 Miss Memory Boost. This is a 3 cost that says trash the top 2 cards of your deck, draw a card, and then has the main effect delay, which is you can send it to the trash from play to gain 2 memory after the turn that you activated it. And then the security effect is to play this in the owner's battle area. Very nice card. Just trashing from deck and drawing cards, that's the main thing. And also just it's a memory boost, so that's also really nice. So run it at 2. And then for our tamers, run 3 Alice McCoy, which is a 2 cost tamer that says your turn once per turn. When one of your Digimon would Digivolve from a level 5 to a level 6, you may Digivolve one of your Digimon, or you may delete one of your Digimon to reduce the de-evolution cost by 3. Security effect, you can play this without paying its memory cost. Very good card, especially in this deck. You're gonna, with Grandracmon, you start spreading the board you start going wide pretty quick, and so this card helps a lot when you're trying to go into more level 6s. And yeah, and it's a very good card, and with Doberman it's even better. So yeah, we run it as a 3 of. It's yeah, it's very good. I believe he tried it at 1 time, didn't work. Tried it at 2, still feel like he needed to see it. So 3 is pretty good. 4 would probably be too clunky. So 3 has been like the magic number. So we're at 3. And then for our last tamer, run 3 Ayamako, which is a 4 cost that says to start your turn. If you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3. Your turn, when you attack with a Digimon, you may suspend this tamer to trash the top card of your deck. Then if the attacking Digimon is Beelzemon, you may Digivolve into Beelzemon Blastma from your trash for the de-evolution cost of 3. So we don't run Beelzemon, so that's irrelevant, but trashing one card from the deck is really good, helps out the deck so much. And also setting to 3 Tamer. You don't want to run too many, but in this deck you do need it, because if you're getting choked, it ruins your day so much, just for the fact that you probably just need to keep your Digimon in raising most of the time, or if you want to start spamming the board with your level 3s like with Dracmon, then it just ends your turn very quick. And yeah, no, setting to 3 Tamer is very much needed in this deck, and so that's why we run it as a 3-up. And that is the deck, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you guys enjoy. Please let me know your thoughts on this deck, or what we can improve on this deck, and also let me know what other deck profiles you guys would like to see. And until I see you next time, peace.